Welcome to the Predicting Mario Kart 9 series. In the first episode of this series, we are going to talk about potential characters for Mario Kart 9. Starting with, so before we get started, we need to talk about the characters that I think should return, the characters that shouldn't return, and new characters. So let's get started with characters that I think should return. So starting off this list, we have Mario. Now Mario, basically, of course they're gonna have Mario, because if they don't have Mario, it's called Mario Kart. So I don't know, why would they not have? That's an obvious one. But the thing is, we can also throw in all the other Super Mario, all the other characters that have been every Mario Kart. So we can just go ahead and throw in Luigi, Peach, Toad, Yoshi, Bowser, and so yeah, because they've been in every single Mario Kart game since Super Mario Kart back in 1992. We can also just put Donkey Kong in there as well, because he's pretty much been in every one but the first one. Another very likely characters they would add are characters that have been in most games and pretty much staples to the spin-offs, to the Mario spin-offs, which would include characters like Daisy, Wario, and Waluigi. And the reason I'm bringing these guys up is because mainly Wario, Waluigi, and Daisy have been in mostly every single spin-off Mario game since their debut. Because Daisy has been in every game since she started in Double Dash. She's been in Double Dash, DS, Wii, 7, 8, and 8 Deluxe. She has not disappeared in any game. Same with Wario. Wario's been in all the games besides Super Mario Kart. It's been 64, Super Circuit, Double Dash, DS, Wii, 7, 8, and 8 Deluxe. And same goes for Waluigi, except Waluigi was in Double Dash, DS, Wii, 8, and 8 Deluxe. He was not in 7, because it's a stupid reason. Because no one knows, because I'm stupid. Anyways, so yeah, that's for those characters. And next up, for some more likely ones, we have Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, and we can just go ahead and put Baby Peach in there as well. So these are also characters that they've pretty much been using since their debut. Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, and Double Dash, they were cut out from the handheld titles, DS and 7, but they were in Wii, 8, and 8 Deluxe, so they were in all the console games. Same thing with Baby Peach. She was in Wii, 8, and 8 Deluxe, also cut out from the handheld Mario Kart 7. So that's those characters. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't include Baby Rosalina and Baby Daisy, but we'll go over that in a little bit, once I get to that. Next up is going to be Toadette. I'm reading off a script here, so sorry. Alright, Toadette. Now, the thing about Toadette is they're probably going to add Toadette too. However, I'm not that much a fan of Toadette, but not saying she couldn't be added, because she definitely could. But the thing is about her, I don't really like about her, there's kind of like, I don't know what it is, there's something about her I just don't like, so. But anyways, this isn't really my opinions for, well, kind of is, but, she'll most likely be in the game. Moving on, I have about 4 more characters that I think will 100% be in the game. Just like those last ones. These 4 will 100% be in. We're going to go with Koopa Troopa, Rosalina, me, and Shy Guy. These characters is, the reason why I'm putting them here is they're relatively new to the series, or went through a phase where they weren't in, but they started including them again, like Koopa Troopa. And as for these characters, they're pretty much staples to the Mario franchise, and I don't see why they wouldn't return to Mario Kart 9. Like Koopa Troopa, they used him in Super Circuit, but then they got rid of him for 64 and Super Circuit, brought him back in Double Dash, got rid of him in DS, brought him back Wii, 7, 8, and 8 Deluxe, and he's been there ever since. Same thing goes for, well, Rosalina's been in every game since Wii. She was in Wii, 7, 8, and 8 Deluxe. And Shy Guy's been in every game since 7. 7, 8, and 8 Deluxe. And the Miis have been in every game since Wii 7, 8, and 8 Deluxe. So the only reason I think they cut Koopa Troopa was because of technical difficulties, or they just forgot about him or something, I don't know. But, next up we got those last, that last big chunk of characters were characters that I think, they are, what am I gonna say? They're characters that I think are 100% going to make it in the game. Now for the characters that I think will make it in. These characters that still should return. Starting off with Bowser Jr. and Diddy Kong. I'm putting these two together because they were kind of missing from the last few games. However, Bowser Jr. was still remade in 8 Deluxe. However, Diddy Kong wasn't. But they were both cut out of 8. But the thing is, no one really. I think they should bring back Bowser Jr. obviously because he's stable. They're pretty much using Bowser Jr. in modern Mario spin-offs. Same thing with Diddy Kong. Like they use Diddy Kong Mario Tennis Aces, and I don't think he was in Mario and Sonic 2020 Olympic Games, but they still pretty much kind of use him, and I don't see why they would get rid of Mario Kart. He's only been a Wii and Double Dash. Like, what the heck was that about? Whatever. That's Diddy Kong. Next up is King Boo. Now, King Boo went through a phase where he was popular. Like, they added him like he was in Double Dash. They got rid of him in DS. Brought him back in Wii. Got rid of him in 7 and 8, absent. And then they brought him back in 8 Deluxe. So he's kind of a weird character, but I've played a lot of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online races. People use him a lot, so I think he has a chance of making it in as well. He'll probably make it in, honestly, if I had to guess, because he's kind of a cool character. Next up, we have Dry Bones. Now, Dry Bones, this guy's probably gonna make it as well. But the reason why I'm putting him, he should definitely return. He's a cool design. Now, this is a wild card. I think since Nintendo has been like an 8 Deluxe and 8 DLC, they've started adding other characters from other Nintendo franchises, such as such as like the Inklings and Link and the Animal Crossing characters. So I think they could add this one. So I think it's perfect time, because this already happened back in Mario Kart DS. It's the perfect time for Rob to make his triumphant return, baby. The thing about this is probably my least likely character on my should return list. However, I think he'd be really cool because Smash Bros. Ultimate has come out recently. Not how recently, 2 years ago. But also I really love Rob, and Rob would just make sense because they already had him in a past game. And he's pretty much, they already add other Nintendo franchises, so why not just bring Rob back? Like let's go, just bring him back. And on we have Dry Bowser, and now for Dry Bowser, he'll most likely return to your fan favorite, and do you blame him? He looks pretty cool. When I was younger, I used to really like Dry Bowser's design. So I think that goes for a lot of younger audience, as well as maybe even, most adults too, because Dry Bowser, he just looks so cool, man. They're probably gonna add him anyways. Next up, we have all the other characters from Nintendo games, such as the Inklings, Link, Villager, and Isabelle. So I think they could add these two because they're probably going to return. We don't really have a good history behind them in Mario Kart games because they were all added in the 2 recent games. I'd have to say if they're going to stick with the Nintendo game theme where they add more characters, I could definitely see them returning, especially the Inklings. They'll probably add Villager and Isabelle too, assuming it comes out this year because Animal Crossing New Horizons coming out soon. Alright, now moving on to Funky Kong. Funky Kong and Wiggler is for Funky Kong. We need him back. If we don't get Funky Kong back, what's gonna happen? This guy was my only hope because every time Waluigi's in a game, I always pick him. But the thing about Mario Kart Wii is Funky Kong is like that's the only time I pick him over Waluigi because he's so awesome. Look at this fanky manky, right? So I know the the fans really want him back. So do I. I would love it if he returned. Moving on to Wiggler. Here, the thing about Mario Kart 7 is there's no Waluigi. So, I have to pick another character. And the only thing about that is Wiggler. I used to hate Wiggler. I gotta say, I used to hate him as a Mario Kart character. But now as time has gone by, I've kind of changed my opinion about him. Because Wiggler actually is he's kind of a hilarious character, ridiculous character. I love his victory dance and stuff. And I like the little effect whenever you get hit, like he gets mad and stuff. It's kind of cool. I kind of like Wiggler more than I used to. I've grown to like him more. So that's all the characters I think should return. Now moving on to characters that should return. Starting with, I gotta get the easy one out of the way. All the freaking clones, man! What have they done? Alright, so here's some clones that exist. Alright, so starting off, we're gonna start off with the babies. We got Baby Daisy, Baby Rosalina, Metal Mario, Pink Gold Peach, Gold Mario, Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach, Paratroopa. I think that's about it. So yeah, that's all the clones. That's a lot of clones, and they should really stop adding clones. We really need these things to stop coming. Because in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, there's no consistency because we don't have any of these characters. We have 5 Marios. It's ridiculous. We have Mario, Baby Mario, Metal Mario, Tanuki Mario, and Gold Mario. That's 5 Marios. What? In Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well, we have Peach, Baby Peach, Cat Peach, Pink Gold Peach. 4 Peaches. And thankfully, Paratroopa hasn't returned from DS. He probably will at this rate, to be honest. Yeah, we really need these clones to stop coming. Because they're just basically wasted character slots. It's stupid. Alright, now moving on, we have the Koopalings. Now, my only thing with the Koopalings, they take up way too many character slots. Because that takes up literally 7 character slots of valuable characters they could add in the series. And the thing about the Koopalings as well, they're kind of like, there's way too many of them, way too many. The only way I will allow the Koopalings in is if they do a drop-down menu system, like if they do with the Yoshi and the Shy Guy colorations, or if they had alternate costumes, like you go to Bowser Jr., you press on it, drop-down menu would show all the Koopalings you could play as, and you just press whichever one you want, which would make for amazing because basically you wouldn't have to, it wouldn't take up a character space. So that's the only way I can see the Koopalings being added. We got Donkey Kong Jr. Now, my thing about Donkey Kong Jr. is, appeared in one game, Super Mario Kart, back in 1992. Has not returned since, probably will never return again. Unless they take a wild card and do it like what they did with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They brought back the feather item. They added the feather, so I don't understand why. They could bring it back though, because they did bring back the feather. Which is only a super as well. So next up we have Lakitu. Now the really odd part about Lakitu being in the game is he kind of is really stupid as a character because he's already the guy that starts the races and picks you up when you fall off and stuff. The thing about him being a racer is really weird because, like, weird Lakitu saves Lakitu, everyone thinks it's stupid. It's not, because there's actually multiple Lakitus in the Mario franchise. However, the other thing about it is, it's just, they could have picked any other Mario enemy to add, but yet they include Lakitu. Like, what the heck? They could have had Hammer Bro, Goomba, I don't know, Nabbit, or a Spike, what else? What's another Mario enemy? Come on, think, Piranha Plant, even. So, yeah. That's that. Now, moving on, we have, Mii Outfit B. Now, the thing about Mii Outfit B is, I see no reason for there to be 2 Mii outfits. When Amiibo costumes, considering they already exist, there's no reason for them to bring back Mii Outfit B. Moving on, we have Honey Queen. Now, the thing about Honey Queen is she was a very obscure character when they introduced her in Mario Kart 7. No wonder she's not an 8 or Deluxe. Because I think the reason is she was like really stupid and the fans did not care for her. She was just kind of an obscure character they just grabbed from Super Mario Galaxy and just shrank down times 10 into the karts. However, I think she's kind of a unique character and she's better than all those clones we've been getting the past few games. A very cool character. No, what am I saying? No, she'd suck! Why am I talking? But, yeah, Honey Queen, they should not return Honey. Moving on to Petey Piranha. This is probably the one, if I had to choose any of the characters on the shouldn't return list, I would have to put Petey Piranha on there. Mainly because, I really like him. I really like Petey Piranha, I don't see him returning in Mario Kart 9. Sadly, unless they do an Ultimate. If they do an Ultimate, they might add him, but, he hasn't really been being used that much in modern Mario games. However, they did add him in Mario Tennis Aces. But does anyone really play that game anymore? It's 2020. Does anyone play Mario Tennis Aces after they stopped updating it? That was the only reason to play it anyways, to get the updates, just so you can have them and then go online tournaments so you can unlock the things, all the costumes. But then you just never touched it again until the next month update, which sucks, so no one cared about it anymore. No people, sadly. I really would like him in though, but that sucks. So now, fine, let's talk about new characters. Finally. This is where we get to. So, starting off, we have Kamek. Now, the thing about Kamek is, I think they should really add Kamek because Kamek is used a lot in Mario games. Seems to be like Bowser's, like, especially in the new Super Mario Bros. Series, and even the Mario, he was a part of the Mario Party, Super Mario Party spin-off, and he was actually planned for Mario Kart 64. We all know this. I don't need to go through. Yeah, so they should have. I think Kamek would still be a great character. Moving on, we have Nabbit. Now, Nabbit, I think, would also be a fantastic character to add in the game because one, he has his little money bag on the back, which would be pretty cool. If they did decide to bring back special items, I think they could have a really cool item for Nabbit. I just think he'd be a really good character because they used to use him a lot, but they've kind of gone through a phase where they don't use him. And I think he's a little less likely to add, but he'd still be really cool. Alright, next up we got Kirby. So, this is the next phase. We can just throw Kirby and Samus. And, yeah, I have Kirby and Samus added. So, for like a couple more Nintendo characters, they could add Samus and Kirby. So, yeah, if they added Samus and Kirby, that'd be pretty sweet. As well, they'd be pretty cool for new Nintendo characters. Also, they could come with some pretty cool tracks as well. We'll discuss that in one of the other videos. But yeah, Kirby's really cute, and Samus, Metroid Prime 4 is probably going to be released sometime around the Mario Kart 9 life cycle. So I think they could add him. Moving on, Boom Boom. Now, Boom Boom would be also a cool character to add. I'm surprised we didn't get him in 8 Deluxe, to be honest. But should have gotten. He's been used a lot. He's used a lot in he was in 3D Land, 3D World, New Super Mario Bros. U and stuff like that, but they've kind of stopped using him. However, they did add him in Mario Tennis Aces, but however, as we discussed before, no one really plays that game. It's not really relevant. So I still really love Mario Tennis Aces. It's still a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't really play it. But yeah, they could have. Moving up. This character was added into Smash Bros. Piranha Plant. Now, they need to add Piranha Plant in because he'd just be awesome. They would add Piranha Plant because they'll probably ditch the item in Mario Kart 9. They'll probably ditch the item, the Piranha Plant item, so Piranha Plant can actually drive. So I think that's a good idea. Next up, this one is kind of interesting because we have. This is a very interesting one. This is probably one of the weird ones. I was running out of ideas, so I'm sorry. I just had to include this one. We have Lubba. Now, Lubba from Super Mario Galaxy 2, or Luba, I don't know how to say it, would be pretty sweet as well. It's a fat, cute, purple star. It's a star, it's purple, it's cute, it's fat, and it's from Super Mario Galaxy 2. What else do you need? Next up we have another kind of weird character from the 3D Mario title, a companion, as in Cappy. Now, the thing about Cappy is, which would be really, really cool, is that they could add Cappy, like you basically, throw him and like stuff. But however, he would be a character, so I don't know. Actually, it'd be way better for the items. Scratch that idea. We're talking about, no, get out. Okay, he'd still be a cool character fan. The ghost form, not the hat form. However, yeah, that's Cappy. Moving on, we have Professor Egad. Now, the thing about Professor Egad is, he'd be pretty cool to add, because we did just have Luigi's Mansion 3 last October, 2019. So they could go and add Professor Egad, and while they're at it, if they need one more clone character, it's not really a clone, they needed one more, I would recommend Gooigi. Now, the thing about Gooigi is, this could kind of be weird. I've never seen any prediction online about Luigi for Mario Kart, but it would be pretty cool. I think they could add. Again, it's just Mario Kart. They don't really have anything. They don't really have. It's not really Smash Bros. So I can't really tell you the rules. Moving on. Next up, we have Pauline. She was just in Super Mario Odyssey, and they're using her a lot in Mario Kart Tours, promoting her. So I think they could add Pauline as well. Yeah, Pauline would be sweet, and she's basically the person. I think she'd be cool. Moving on, the last, second to last prediction, we have Plessy from Super Mario 3D World. Now, the thing about Plessy is, I haven't really seen him on any predictions either, but I really like Super Mario 3D World. I really like Plessy as well. Plessy was a really good character. It's cute, too. It's the thing you would ride on in the water stages. Like he'd have his own stages. Like there was one where you went on the sand, and there's another one where you went on the water. But he's really cute, so I think they should add him. The last character. Now, this is bringing us back. If you guys want to go watch the old Smash Bros. Ultimate Fire Pass 2 predictions, we're talking about this Mr. Rodish again, guys. You thought I only wanted Mr. Roach for Smash Bros. Well, you'd be wrong, because I actually wanted for Mario Kart 9 too. So, but hey, you still need to add him, because you probably don't know who he is, but they need to add Mr. Roach. Come on! Just add him, and then it'll be done. What characters do you want to see in Mario Kart 9? Comment down below, subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time. See you later.